Imagine being in a conversation with a woman, and she subtly touches her neck or leans in closer. Are these mere coincidences, or is she signaling something more? Understanding these cues can bridge the gap between uncertainty and connection. Chapter 1: The Language of Touch. Touch is a fundamental human need, conveying emotions words often can't. Recognizing when a woman desires touch requires attentiveness to her nonverbal cues. Chapter 2: The Phantom Touch. When a woman touches areas like her collarbone or neck during interaction, it might indicate where she wishes to be touched. This self-touch can be a subconscious invitation for closeness. Example: during a dinner date, Sarah frequently brushed her fingers along her collarbone while maintaining eye contact. This repeated gesture suggested she was comfortable and possibly inviting a gentle touch. Chapter 3: The Dance of Proximity. Women may test boundaries by moving closer and then retreating, observing your reactions. This push-pull dynamic gauges your interest and comfort level. Example: at a social gathering, Emily stood close during conversation but stepped back when others approached, only to return when alone again. Her movements indicated a desire for intimacy while ensuring mutual interest. Chapter 4: The Gaze After Laughter, when her eyes say what her words won't. Have you ever told a joke that made her laugh and then noticed her gaze shift subtly downward, right toward your lips? It's just a quick flick of the eyes, barely noticeable, but packed with meaning. This isn't just about enjoying your sense of humor, this is where laughter and longing meet. When a woman looks at your mouth after sharing a laugh, it's often an unconscious moment of vulnerability and desire. Her guard is down, she's in the moment, and suddenly, her mind wonders what would it feel like to kiss him right now. That lingering gaze isn't an accident. It's her body silently expressing what her words won't dare say. In that brief pause after laughter, there's a spark, a shift in energy. So the next time you catch her looking at your lips instead of your eyes, know this: the joke landed, but so did your charm. Example: after sharing a joke, Lisa laughed and briefly looked at my mouth before returning to eye contact. This fleeting moment hinted at a deeper connection beyond shared humor. Chapter 5: Fidgeting as a Flirtation, when her hands speak louder than words. Ever noticed a woman start twisting her ring, tugging at her sleeve, or absent-mindedly playing with the hem of her shirt when you're around? It might look like simple restlessness, but there's often something more going on beneath the surface. Fidgeting, especially in social or intimate settings, is a telltale sign of nervous excitement and, yes, attraction. When a woman finds herself drawn to you but isn't quite ready to express it with words, her body takes the lead. Her hands become an outlet for all that pent-up energy and anticipation. This isn't about boredom or distraction, this is her mind racing and her heart beating just a little faster because of you. These small, seemingly meaningless gestures are often her way of coping with the tension of wanting closeness but not knowing how to ask for it. So, next time her fingers get fussy, don't overlook it. It might be the shyest kind of flirt you'll ever see. Example: during our chat, Mia continuously twirled her bracelet and smoothed her dress. These actions, coupled with her engaged demeanor, suggested she was both nervous and interested. Chapter 6: Creating Touch Opportunities, when help me means touch me. Have you ever had a woman ask you to help her stretch her arm, open a stubborn jar, or suddenly notice how big your hands are? At first glance, it seems innocent, just a moment of everyday interaction. But here's the twist: sometimes, it's not about the jar, the stretch, or even the question itself. It's about creating a reason to bridge the physical gap between you. When a woman craves your touch but doesn't want to come on too strong, she might invent playful or practical scenarios that involve casual contact. It's a subtle, non-threatening way for her to test the waters, an invitation disguised as curiosity. These little accidents of closeness are her way of saying, I want to feel your presence literally. So next time she asks for help with something that seems oddly physical, don't just see the task, see the opportunity. She might not say it out loud, but her body is already making the first move. Example, Anna asked if I could help adjust her necklace clasp. This request, while simple, created a moment of closeness and allowed for gentle touch, indicating trust and interest. Chapter 7, Embracing Stillness, the Silent Signal of Deep Connection. Have you ever noticed how some people fall into a natural, peaceful silence when they're around someone they feel safe with? It's not awkward. It's not forced. It's simply present. When a woman becomes noticeably calm and quiet in your presence, not because she's disinterested, but because she feels safe enough to just be, you're witnessing something powerful. This stillness isn't a lack of connection, it's a sign of trust. It means she doesn't feel the need to fill the space with nervous chatter. Her guard is down. Her body relaxes. She's not performing, she's not impressing, she's inviting something deeper. While the world may be noisy and chaotic, this shared silence between you becomes a moment of intimacy. In this quiet, she's offering you space not just to exist beside her, but to connect with her on a more soulful level. If you lean in, not just physically but emotionally, you'll discover that sometimes the loudest form of attraction is the stillest. Example, in a bustling cafe, Rachel and I sat in comfortable silence, occasionally sharing glances and smiles. The absence of words didn't denote awkwardness but a mutual understanding and connection. Conclusion. Recognizing these subtle cues requires mindfulness and respect. Always ensure that any progression towards physical touch is consensual and welcomed. By attuning to these signals, you foster deeper, more meaningful connections.